We're getting ready to burn some nitro. Let's do it today, huh?
Welcome to the IHRA Nitro Jam. We are celebrating excellence at the year-end banquet and looking back on the year.
It's unbelievable. Like champion of the world, like Jay says. It's unbelievable.
Probably a little nervous. He told me to keep it short, so thank you.
IHRA Nitro Jam, only on Matt TV.
That looks good. Yeah.
This is old school drag racing.
I've got 4 hot women who are out here kicking butt.
We get up here to the starting line. This game on, it's a serious battle.
We just hope to keep the momentum going. We know that ride's going to end someday.
Anytime you open that blue barrel of nitromethane, anything can happen.
Racing's in our blood. This is my 43rd year. I've raced ever since I've been a kid.
You can't drive by sight, because if you drive by sight, you're too late.
It's game on. I don't care who's in the other lane. It's all about winning that Ironman.
We're not giving up. It's going to be hard to hold.
Our plan is to kick everybody's plans don't always happen.
Anything can happen when the tree goes green. Welcome to the IHRA Nitro Jam. Last week we finished out the season at the Summit World Finals in Memphis, Tennessee.
Excited again for another wonderful weekend with IHRE. This is the finals, man.
Yeah, the World Finals is where everything gets finished and finalized, and points, championships, and another shot at getting one more win for the season. So there's a lot of things that you want to have happen here. We're in another situation here at the World Finals in Memphis that doesn't look too promising right now. The skies are really black and the wind's picking up a little bit.
The common thread this year has been weather. We always seems like we're going somewhere where it's going to rain or has rained or has a threat of rain.
All right, racers, with the moisture coming in this evening, tonight's continuation of activities have been canceled. The day is done. We are finished. We're in the books.
It's late. They just called the race tonight. What do? I guess you just come back for another day, which will be maybe 24 hours or 12 hours from now, won't it?
The Summit World Finals were plagued by rain, but that didn't stop the action.
Set, go!
We're here. If it takes till next Friday to run this thing, we're here.
The rain's gone, the sun's out, it's World Final time. Kerry Goforth clinched the PDRA championship.
IHRA tells me it's never happened before in pro stock ever, that anybody won 2 championships, 2 different sanctions in 1 year.
Flew to Memphis in time to qualify. Even though he went out in the first round, his effort won him a world championship.
That feels good, that's 5 championships, in all, so 2 in 1 year that's pretty good. So I'm happy.
For the Memphis event, Brad Waddle took home the Ironman. After Kevin Bielko coming off his victory the event before at Martin, Michigan, red lit.
That's part of racing. I mean, you're a red light now and then. If you're trying hard enough, that's going to happen. So.
Now we have 2 trophies, and before Rockingham, I've never even seen one. I've never even held one, so
wow.
We're pretty excited about the whole thing.
In Nitro Harley, Mike Scott would win the world championship.
And you went red. Yeah, Elvis is in the house. World champion. Woo!
But it would be team owner Jay Turner's weekend when he faced Randall Andras and won his first Ironman of the year.
Good effort, great race. Too bad it took 3 or 4 days, however many it was, to get it done, but hot damn, got one this year, finally.
We're getting ready to burn some nitro. Let's do it today, huh?
Nitro Funny Car would see Mr. Explosive set a new record. Mr. Explosive, definitely being explosive, 252 mile an hour, new IHRA national record, going to be a great final round. That effort found Mark Sanders in the final against 3-time IHRA champ Peter Gallen. And Gallen would take home the Ironman.
The weekend's been pretty difficult. My car chief, his father, passed. This is to John Benini, Sr. I dedicate this trophy to him because he's already upstairs helping.
Jason Rupert, who has been a man on a mission this year, secured the World Championship in Pittsburgh.
Season we started out really strong, won some races right off the bat. We're here in Memphis and trying to get this race going, but the rain's kind of hindering us. We've ran into a little bit of that this year.
Weather has not been nice to us this year. The last few years running with the IHRA, we've been real lucky. We've only had a couple rainouts. This year we've had numerous where the weather's affected us. You know, we don't like it because we don't get a race. We don't get to go down the track as much. Obviously, we only got one pass last night. Although it was a good pass, we ran Don, you know, my arch enemy over here, my good friend. Two quickest times were our passes last night. It was a good race, and then the rains came. It doesn't look promising for today. We're keeping our fingers crossed that, you know, we get a run today.
Because of the rain, Nitro Ultras didn't run, but Ron Maroney had already tied up the World Championship in Martin, Michigan. As well as Elaine Larson in the Jets. When we return to the IHRA Nitro Jam, we'll crown some winners, hand over checks, and relive some never-before-seen moments from the season. This is the IHRA Nitro Jam. Welcome back to the IHRA Nitro Jam. Nitro Ultras have provided some outstanding racing this year. It's also the only class that typically uses the whole track.
We are definitely a different breed. You know, I guess you could call us outlaws because back in the 70s they did outlaw this class. They outlawed it, said it was too dangerous, so up until 4 years ago when the IHRA brought it back as a competition class, we've just done match racing.
At the Summit World Finals, when it was apparent the weather wouldn't relent, Abe Champ was crowned in a simple ceremony under a tent while it rained.
Come up here, Dick. We've got an award that we would like to present.
Turn around where these folks can see you.
And I thought of no better guy that would present it to you, because you don't want to hear from me, because you always hear from me. A gentleman who kind of has walked in your shoes before. This guy right here to your left.
I know that.
Clay Millican is gonna do our honors and tell you all about it. So Clay.
Yep.
Won a lot of stuff out here. I've won a lot of races, actually at this racetrack. And we've raced for wins, we've raced for championships, we raced for trophies. But there's one award that I've won many years ago, and it is by far the most special thing I've ever won because I didn't race to win it. I received this award because of all of my fellow competitors gave it to me, and I would like to present to you the Sportsman of the Year award. Dave, you're the man.
Thank you. Thanks, Dave. Yes, sir. Being recognized by your peers is something that you can't buy, you can't win, and it was a complete surprise, and I really appreciate it. The Fuel Altered group is a family-run group. 90% of the cars that run in our group and run Fuel Altereds all over the United States are the same guys that have been running the cars for the last 20 or 30 years. And it's done by passion and love, not by any financial gain or anything else. It's just satisfaction to go out and run with a bunch of people who we treat as family. But once you get in a short wheelbase altered and get that puckering effect, you'll never drive anything else.
With so much on the line at the Summit World Finals, what do you do to pass the time while they dry the track? If you're me, you gather together drag racing royalty, Preston Davis, Ray Godman, and Roland Leong, and you bench race about the good old days.
You know, I got a feeling I might know your best memory of an IHRA race. Tell me about this right here. Funny Car Champion, All-American Nationals, Bristol, Tennessee, 1975.
Well, we went up there and been running pretty good, and we ended up winning it. Enjoyed it. At that time, you know how drivers and owners are. You kind of.
I know just a little bit.
Wait a minute. Here's the deal. Well, stop. This happened during our third divorce. Larry Ledoux did a good job driving his car, and that's who won that, not me.
You know, so we all understand how that goes. We're not knocking anybody whatsoever. But, you know, it's kind of like this deal. We went to Gainesville one year, and, you know, Preston, that hair used to be red. We come back up through Atlanta, and coming toward Nashville and Chattanooga, and Preston said, Raymond, I'm not getting enough money. We made a long story of percentages and this and that, and I finally told him, well, Preston, listen, you take everything and give me 10 off the top. He said, well, I don't know where I can do that. I said, well, you do one other favor. He said, well, what's that? I said, drive this pile of crap to Memphis and get all your out of it when you get home. So that's the way we go.
Look, we love each other. He's been my best friend for 40 years now. It's kind of like being married to him. You know, you don't get along with your wife all the time, right?
But you have had 3 divorces, though.
With him, now, I've been married to my wife 55 years. She runs the show.
You know what, guys? I could spend all day talking with y'all. It is an honor. I appreciate y'all coming out here. Y'all are all legends of the sport, and thank y'all for coming out. When we return to the IHRA Nitro Jam, we'll head to the banquet, hand over the cash, and look ahead. This is the IHRA Nitro Jam. Welcome back to the IHRA Nitro Jam. The awards banquet got rolling with a few jokes, and a few unexpected awards were handed out.
While she's not here to accept the award this evening, we do have a special award for Carissa Falk for her Winter Circle celebration at Rockingham this year.
I'm gonna give out a special award. It's a new award as well, and it's Killer of the Most Foam Blocks, and it's for Ron Hope.
I said once before, there are no drivers or fuel altereds. There's only passengers.
I'm going to talk about Jay Turner, and I'm almost a little scared.
Our plan is to go to Martin and kick everybody's and then do it again in Memphis, and that's going to take care of it on my end. You know, that's the plan. The plans don't always happen.
Jay Turner, congratulations. You are Crew Chief of the Year.
In 1999, I was a driver of the year. So it's like I've come full circle. You know, but back then I was just a rider, and I worked my way up. And, you know, now we're running our own team. And now I'm crew chief here. So it's like it's really, you know, I've gone to full circle. So it's like I don't know. I guess I need to retire or something. I feel like I'm complete.
The special award for Race of the Year goes to Mark Sanders and Mr. McIntyre.
It's a great honor to be a part of this organization right now, and we're really looking forward to the future. I wish I would have won this round. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, what a race. We'll be back next year, and hopefully we get many more of these to come. Thank you.
We'll move right into our Jet Car Division Awards.
This is how I make smoke, and this is how I make fire.
These girls have earned their place alongside the boys of the IHRA. These lovely ladies have provided some noise all season long as the jet cars not only raced competitively, but entertained our fans at each stop along the way, the Nitro Jam Drag Racing Series.
As soon as I found out the jet cars were coming, I was like, why?
Carissa Falk, Dawn Perdue, Kat Moeller, and Allison West all put on a great show this season and were willing to help with anything the IHRA needed at the drop of a hat. And leading the charge in 2014, the head honcho, the inaugural champion, Elaine Larson.
See my win light come on, and I want to say I'm #1 in points. But let me just tell you something. First and foremost, I have to thank IHRA, Jason Rittenberry, for taking a chance on the jet cars, because we have been known for the vagabonds of drag racing, You know, you guys all know us as the exhibitionists and things like that we like to be, but thank you so much for giving us a chance, for taking a chance on us crazy girls who like to dance in the pits, say woo-woo out there, and just go crazy. Thank you so much. We love you. See you in 2015.
When we return, more from the year-end banquet. This is the IHRA Nitro Jam. Welcome back to the IHRA Nitro Jam. We are celebrating excellence at the year-end banquet and looking back on the year.
One of the most exciting additions to the Nitro Jam schedule in 2014 was the return of Mountain Motor Pro Stock. And I mean returning to its rightful place, which is the IHRA.
These guys are fast, they got good teams. If you can manage to get a #1 qualifier, you've done something.
Making big strides in 2014 was the Anzone-sponsored Black Diamond Motorsports team of John DeFlorian and Kevin Bilko. These two raced to 2 wins and a new IHRA record in ETN speed. And we must thank former IHRA champion Pete Berner for helping put this all back together with the IHRA. In Pro Stock's big return to IHRA this season, it was all about Kerry Goforth.
I've been hungry to come back to IHRA since 2009, so I'm really excited about what this year's going to bring.
Kerry come out swinging this year with the first win in the return of the class as he went on to win 3 times in 2014. En route to winning his first IHRA championship. Actually, this man didn't win 1, but he won 2 championships this year, taking home the Pro Stock Championship in the PDRA this weekend. Same as he did in Memphis. It was pretty awesome. I want to invite everyone to give a big hand to Driver of the Year, Kerry Goforth.
It feels great just to be world champion, but to be world champion in a sanction you feel like you were meant to be in. So to be world champion IHRA after since 2006, that's what we wanted to be. That's what we started. That's what we wanted to accomplish. After 2009, most everybody in racing knows what happened. We've had a little bumpy road trying to get our identity back, and thank God for some forward-thinking pro stock racers and IHRA new regime that IHRA wanting us back. Man, couldn't be possible without those guys. So that's what it feels really good. It feels really good. This is where I was meant to be. This is home.
It's adrenaline, man. If you could bottle adrenaline, you'd be a billionaire.
Six seconds, 200 plus miles an hour just don't get any better.
How's it feel?
It feels like a magic carpet ride. Turn it loose and let's go.
It's time to crown a world champ in Nitro Harleys.
Easily the most competitive class on the Nitro Jam Tour this season, the Nitro Harleys provided plenty of drama right up to the final race of the year here in Memphis.
Yeah! What a day! 2 months and 3 days of wait.
It's his first Ironman ever. I guess I got to give him one.
Randall Andras, Mike Scott, and Mark Cox trading wins all year long. It came down to the wire this weekend with those 3 plus Jay Turner all in the mix for the championship. Thanks to 3 wins and a consistently fast bike week to week, Mike Scott wrapped up the season as our 2014 Nitro Harley champion.
Yeah! Elvis is in the house! Elvis is in the house! World champion! Woo!
So I don't know what's more surprising, that I won the championship or Mark Saunders isn't fighting me for this bike.
Like champion of the world, like Jay says. It's unbelievable, right? Anytime you open that blue barrel of nitromethane, anything can happen.
Our last class this evening is our Amsoil Nitro Funny Car class. What a class. You guys really showed fantastic racing from week to week, from John Hale to Mark Sanders, who always shows up on a lap.
Thanks for coming out, you guys. All right, we're going to put on a show there. What do you got? A little onion ring. Is that a Louisiana favorite here? Rockingham, baby. Don't let them see me eating a little of this, huh? That looks good. Yeah.
Mike McIntyre got his first ever win this season and only his 3rd career race. A model of consistency, California's own Jason Rupert was everything you could want in a champion in 2014. Speed, graciousness, and a killer instinct. Jason took IHRA's Nitro Jam Funny Car class to new heights this season with record-breaking performance, the likes of which we've never seen before. 6 #1 qualifiers, 4 wins, a brand new IHRA ET record, and his first championship in IHRA competition. Jason earned his place in IHRA history this season, and we are proud to have him racing with us, and so proud to have him representing us as our champion. With that, I'd like to introduce our 2014 AMSOIL Nitro Car Funny Car champion, Jason Rupert.
I don't do this very much, so probably a little nervous. He told me to keep it short, so thank you.
Some guys that win championships are, they have fairly big egos, but most guys that win championships are, I feel like they're fairly humble because they realize that everyone is after them. And, it's in a friendly way, of course. I mean, we all get along really, really good, but, once you win a championship, you don't want to not win it.
Let's turn our attention to next year. The IHRA will travel to some new tracks: Spokane County Raceway in Washington State and Dragway 42 in Ohio. Plus, they will return to Southwestern International Raceway, San Antonio, Bradenton, Palm Beach, Cordova, Maryland International Raceway, US 31, and Memphis. Plus, they will head back to Canada at the Grand Bend Motorplex, Castrol Raceway in Edmonton, Alberta. But the excitement doesn't stop there. Heading back to where they were born, Pro Mods will be joining the IHRA action as the Crower Pro Mods at 8 events. Pro Stocks will be bigger than ever with the addition of U.S. Bounty Hunters on board as the U.S. Bounty Pro Stocks. Nitro Harleys will return, along with funny cars, and yes, the Jets will be heating it up next year. As we wrap up this season, we'll leave you with the words of Jason Rittenberry, CEO of IRG Sports and Entertainment.
So as we wrap the season, we wrap the 2014 season, there's lots of memories that all of us are going to take away from the season. This was not a one-and-done year. This was not a let's try this and see how it works out. We're in this for the long haul. We want this to be our crown jewel of our company. The Nitro Jam Drag Racing Series is the crown jewel of IRG Sports and Entertainment. Yeah, absolutely. So I want everyone to hear that and hear it directly from me. No matter how many racetracks we buy, no matter how many other series we buy, no matter how many other series we may start, no matter how many TV shows we start, the IHRA Nitro Jam Drag Racing Series and you guys here in the room are going to be the crown jewel of the IHRA moving forward. So I look forward to 2015. Congratulations to all of our world champions. Thank you for a great year. Thank you to Clay. Thank you to Carissa, Scott, for all your help up here on the stage tonight. Look forward to seeing you all again. Enjoy a great off season, and thanks for a great season. Good night.
For everyone here, I'm Clay Millican. See you at the track.